2-point shot.
And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson misses. Suns trail by 4. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. It looks like he just lost his focus. I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
First one falls for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Both good from the line that time. Here's Lynn. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks it to Allen. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
15 seconds on the shot. 15.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. The Memphis Grizzlies.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Jeremy Lin is out there with Allen. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Bynum in at the center. Jennings kicks to Matthews. Here's Black. And it's all evened up.
When the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
Well, that's an aggressive play trying to get that rebound, maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Well, Phoenix shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Derrick Rose might be a superstar, but he doesn't lean towards the limelight. He said, I was always the kid who didn't say too much, and people didn't think I knew that much. But I followed everything that was going on in the room and always knew my surroundings. Paying attention to detail, that's part of being a point guard. Guys?
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Passes it to Clarkson. Jennings kicks to Scola. It's back to Jennings. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And blocked. Lynn dishes to Singler. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down. Well, it wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. This team stacking up draft picks as they look to go young and rebuild this club.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Jennings drives in. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense. Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Matthews, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
In a wide open look for Lynn. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Suns trail by 7. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's Jennings with the drive. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got 6.
The Lakers had problems all over the place last season, but one reason they struggled on the road was due to the fact that they just always seemed to run out of gas during games. They had to expend so much energy that they often couldn't finish games well.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. That shot wide open. Gallinari's got his second basket of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
It's Jennings with the drive, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
As you said, the Lakers were getting trouble in a lot of road games because they would have trouble finishing teams off as the game wore down.
You know, Clark, when you can't finish teams on the road, it's hard to get wins. You can never leave a home team in a game.
You know, I'm not sure what it was with the Lakers last year, but as you guys said, a lot of games were lost by them after the half on the road. And some of that, I think, is just, again, not having quite enough talent to be able to sustain good play over a long period of time, especially on the road. Last year was supposed to be the triumphant return of Bynum to the hardwood, but it quickly disintegrated into a year he'd like to forget. He just never seemed to be right, and a big part of it was he just wasn't healthy.
And with Bynum, he still didn't have the physical gifts he once had, and even though Cleveland seemed like a good fit for him, coming back from injury, that relationship only lasted a few months.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. No luck. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers leading by 7. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Well, you know, things soured when a team cuts you outright and doesn't try to trade you. We don't know what exactly went on between Bynum and Cleveland, but it couldn't have been a minor issue.
It also had a hand in why he was a free agent for so long before getting picked up once again. Usually when you are his size with his skill set, you get called right away from teams, but that wasn't the case with him.
Carter, the pass to Davis. And it's good. Davis has got 15.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Scola kicks to Clarkson.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Cantor checked in for Phoenix. Leonard comes in for Clarkson.
Kawhi Leonard.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Rose against Jennings. Rose dishes to Carter. Carter right side. Howard down with both hands. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Rose with the double team. Jennings drives in. Drilled from 11 feet out. Jennings has got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Rose passes to Carter. The kick out to Rose. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Kanter can't hit, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
And he gets the bucket. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard. Lakers leading by 9. Carter kicks to Davis. From deep, Gallinari. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Scola, a screen on Rose. Jennings kicks to Matthews. Jennings dishes to Scola, and that one's good. Scola's got 8 points.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And finished off by Davis.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Dishes it to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Kanter. No good. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Feeds it to Jennings. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bynum, and Kanter pulls it down. Suns trail by 14.
Coach Hornacek, a self-professed math guy. He was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers. He uses the analytics, and somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
And here's Gallinari outside, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Well, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Well, everything's become perimeter-oriented, Clark, and you really have to be... penetrating and looking inside, keeping that defense honest.
Jennings against Rose. Now here's Jennings. He's tightly guarded. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Suns have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. So for the Suns, Spates checked in for Kanter. Diaw comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Pondexter in for Brandon Jennings. The Lakers also changing it up. Ray Allen is checked in for Gallinari. Ellis comes in for Vince Carter. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Derrick Rose. And here's Ellis for 3. That's good. Ellis has got 10.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Spates with a screen on Jackson. And Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got his second basket of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how